Hi everyone, Tara from Tara's Tank Friends here, and this is just going to be a quick update about some new tiny little lives in my fish room. My video camera doesn't like to focus on super tiny things as well as my photo camera does, so it's going to be a little bit of a slideshow. Here are some of the CPD babies from my most recent batch, and they're getting really big and doing well, and I'm hoping that in a couple more months they will be big enough for me to take to my LFS. There's approximately 10 of them in here, and a few of them did pass away, I think 3 of them, due to the same issue that they had before. However, the ratio was not nearly as big as it was with my first batch, so I really think adding in the non-related adults to the breeding tank was really helpful toward fixing that issue. I think I am going to hold back the largest one because it just outpaced all of the other ones in terms of its growth, and I kind of want to keep those genetics. I did have a tiny bit of success trying to breed pseudomugils via mop spawning. This is a tiny little furcatus baby swimming around the top of my DIY air tumbler. And this is one of the best photos I was able to take of it. Here it's about 3 weeks old. It is now about 5 weeks old, and it is just shy of 1/4 of an inch. This is some kind of crappy footage of it hatching out. I did end up losing the other eggs. What I read about them turning milky, meaning that they're not fertilized, is not true. I do now know that that's likely a result of hard water, and that like the little minerals in the water can get stuck in these tiny little pores that the eggs have. So unfortunately, I just have the one, and I haven't gotten any more fertilized eggs since. I am still waiting on the younger pair of them that I have on order to come in. So hopefully once they come in, I will start getting more fertilized eggs, even though I am still picking eggs out of the mop almost daily. The eggs that I'm picking out of the mop include this super tiny one here, which is about the size of a grain of salt. This is actually a larger one for the ones that I've been picking out, and these are ember tetra eggs. The ember tetra fry are almost completely clear when they're first hatched, and I think are even smaller than the CPD fry. Here it is. On the top right is a 2-day-old fry that has started to develop large black eyes, and on the bottom left is a 1-day-old fry that is still almost completely clear. There are tons of sites that will tell you that as soon as these eggs hatch, they are free swimming and ready to accept baby brine shrimp. Well, unless my embers are really different from everybody else's ember tetras, this is not true. These extremely tiny fry stick to surfaces just like CPD fry and need super finely powdered food and infusoria for the first few days. This is a 4-day-old ember tetra fry that's still so tiny that the little tiny white spots you're seeing around it are just little pits and scratches in the plastic container. I now also have some baby shrimp. Here is a very buried female, and special thanks to Majestic Cichlids for helping me out with these guys. And there's a baby shrimp on the decoration just above my fingernail. I feel like it's kind of like a magic eye photo picture, like from the 90s, where you just kind of stare at the tank without focusing and you'll just all of a sudden notice some of the baby shrimp. There's one there. That's one. And then, yep, there's one in the back there. And there's probably a lot more I'm just not seeing yet. Now there's 3 on the front glass there. The most I've counted is like 7 or 8. but they are still pretty difficult to see. My shrimp are still fairly juvenile and growing, and unfortunately, a few of the females molted while they were buried, so those eggs were lost. I think you can see a molt on the bottom of the tank to the left there just before I panned. But it's just part of the process. Hopefully, I will eventually have enough to add to all of my tanks where there aren't predators for them. I really love them and their comical antics. I will put in pellets for them, and a couple of them will bicker over a single pellet. Like, even though there's plenty other pellets, this one pellet is the good pellet. And sometimes one will like squirrel away with one, and they're just super cute to watch. They're starting to get bigger and more red now. Thank you so much for watching my baby update. Don't forget to like, comment below, and subscribe. And I hope everyone is having a great day. Bye.